Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. I don't know if I'm recording or not, but if so, stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness to the cosmic conscious, soul control family and soul tribe. Hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Vibrating in the highest version of your authentic self. Whether I show up or not, I try to be feeling good. Is it all the time? No, I'm not superhuman yet. But I make every effort to feel good for no reason at all. And I know it works for me. It works for people who have implemented it that I know in my personal life, and they actually put it to practice, along with meditation and along with other modalities and disciplines, and are experiencing what come with actually doing the work. Because you can't experience the work unless you're actually doing the work. And that's just how it is. There ain't no other way to say that. You can't experience the work without doing the work. But the more you do it, the easier it is to do it. And the more you become aware of what is actually going on within you and with you, because that's what it requires you. You can't do it for me and I can't do it for you. And that's the beauty. Because we get to grade ourselves. I'm fortunate for this day. Every day is a good day. So it's best to try to feel good in it. You get another if you're alive, you get an opportunity to tell the ego it gotta go. You get another opportunity to tell the illusion that it has to go. You get another opportunity to tell the lying spirit that it has to go. You get another opportunity to tell anything that defies who you are in a divine light, in essence of your being, that it has to go. I hope that's what we all came here to do. Unfortunately, we know that's not the case, but we ain't gonna focus on what not the case. We're gonna focus on the case at hand. That's how we move forward. Yeah, we gotta tell that old ego it gotta go, cause that's the devil. The ego of our mind is the devil. It's the only devil that I know, unless you know somebody with red horns that come visit you. But, I know it's something in every human being that influences us, that tries to influence us at some point or other to go against the very highest nature of ourselves. And we be knowing it. And the word attached to that, when that happens, is called temptation. But my point is that we be knowing it. And we got to get beyond knowing it and still plunging into temptation. We got to get to the place where we know that's what's going on. We recognize it for what it is, and we're able to stand in strength to withstand it. Because, hey man, people getting tricked in these spiritual streets, man, and we got a lot of immature recklessness going on in spirituality, because some people just, don't know what they're doing, tampering with the wrong things, listening to the wrong people, or going to the wrong people for work, or what have you. But my mom used to always say a hard head make a soft ass. So it's gonna hit who it apply. If it don't resonate with you, don't worry about it. You hear me? You possess the power to raise the keynote of your frequency to a higher pitch, man, through positivity. I hope we exercise trying to do that daily. No matter how much time, no matter what's going on, when everything going on, how anything goes on, I always try to remember at some point throughout the day, the 12 hours a day that we have anyway, to remember to take a few seconds or a few minutes to get to get connected, you know, take a few deep breaths and make sure I'm still in my body and you know, and in connection with my mind and I'm aware of everything what's going on emotionally and vibrationally. It's a good thing to get in the habit of doing. And in doing so, you become aware and control of a lot of things that you wasn't aware and had control of before, especially with how we think and how we respond to different situations that we normally react to. When you find yourself asking when and who, you gotta start asking yourself where that's coming from. When and who? When and who are questions that appear from the lower nature. And if we say we gods and goddesses, then when and who are questions that we shouldn't find ourselves asking. I'm gonna say it again. When and who are questions from the lower nature. Those questions, when we have to ask them, appear from the lower nature. If God is all seeing, God is all knowing, then when and who is questions that we should never have to find ourselves asking, now that we're awoke. I'm gonna say it again. God in us is the knower. And the knower in us is all seeing, and all seeing is all knowing. So we shouldn't find ourselves asking when and who. Not if you who you say you are, but I know that's not the case. So that's why they told me to come set the record straight and put this in the universe. So somebody can be blessed when they come across this information or this message, the information contained in this message, and hear this and be set free through some vibrational area in their life. If you know, you know even more. And if you didn't know, now you know. I don't know what's trying to stop me from speaking the way I want to speak, but at the same time, I have to keep a level of control and containment and poise and calm because I don't want to not have the highest intent come through in what I'm led to express. So I have to do everything in my power to contain my power. Keep yourself protected, family. Stay prayed up. Whatever you do, you know, stay on top of your thing. Whatever it is you do. Build your faith. Speaking of faith, I was asked about faith, and the only way I can describe it that we are actually able to see it, visibly see it, is if you know a patient person. If you know a patient person, you're seeing faith in activation. So when I was asked about the question of faith, the only way that I could respond to it was faith could be seen through patience. So whatever your connection to the divine is, strengthen it and daily. Because patience refines character and builds self-control. So if you ever want to know what faith looks like, find somebody find somebody that you can observe with the virtue of patience, and then you will see faith in activation. The human and human connection is not the same as the human to divine connection. I found myself have to tell my father this a few nights ago for him to really get the gist of not not who he is to me, but what I am to him, who I am to him. And it sort of was a hard pill to swallow, but it was easy for him to swallow because the Most High dealing with him too. So it allowed our dialogue to go with a real smooth transition, and allowed me to easily express the transmission that was coming through. Because we going through shadows of the soul, dark nights of the soul, whether we want to admit it or not. We in and out of them. I'm in and out of them. I be going through it, but I know I be going through it. So due to the fact that I know I be going through it, I do everything in my power to feel good for no reason at all, and then do everything in my power to empower everybody that I come into contact with to feel good for no reason at all. And it ain't easy. See this light work ain't light work. This light work ain't light work. And a lot of people ain't who they say they are in this light work. They clowns, they jokes, because this light work ain't light work. And it take work. Real hard, heavy work. Inside work. You know, but we gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it as we move on. Y'all feel good for no reason at all? Remember, stay in the truest and highest version of your authentic self, because I can't be you if you wanted to. So that makes it clear that you can't be me. And you probably, and I hope you wouldn't want to. And just know that Sawu the God loves y'all, family. Stay up. 1.